Dear students, today we will talk about oxidation and reduction reactions. Oxidation and reduction reactions are simultaneously known as redox reactions. And the word redox is a combination of two terms. The first term red means reduction and the second term ox means oxidation. So let us talk about oxidation first. Oxidation may be defined in many ways. As the name suggests, oxy means oxygen. So it is the addition of oxygen. Or it is the loss of hydrogen. Or we can say that it is the loss of electrons. And we can also define it as the increase in the oxidation number. All these four definitions are correct for oxidation. Now we will take an example of oxidation. But let us first talk about some basics. Sodium. Sodium is a metal and it lies in group 1 of the periodic table. And metals have the ability to lose electrons. They are good candidates for losing electrons. So sodium does oxidation by losing an electron and it becomes cation. So we mentioned that it has lost one electron. What is a cation? Cation is a species that bears positive charge by losing an electron or more. So sodium becomes a cation by losing one electron. Now similarly we can also write magnesium. Magnesium is also a metal and as it lies in group 2, so how many electrons will it lose? It will lose 2 electrons because it belongs to group 2 and group 2 elements lose those 2 electrons to complete their octet. Now a question might be appearing in your mind that what is the reason that in this equation we have 0 oxidation state on sodium and 0 oxidation state on magnesium, but on the right hand side we have +1 and +2 respectively. Then how is it an equation? An equation means both sides should be equal. So I will clear that ambiguity. Sodium on the left hand side is having 0 oxidation state, but on the right hand side it bears +1. Now in order to balance this equation or make it an equation, we will add one electron and an electron bears negative charge, so +1 minus 1 becomes 0. Now you can see that it is satisfying that it is an equation. Similarly for magnesium, magnesium is bearing 0 and on the right hand side it is bearing +2 charge. So we will add 2 electrons here in this case and 2 minus 2 will make it 0. So the equation is being satisfied here. So this is what we call as oxidation reactions. Now we said that it is the loss of electrons. So as you can see, one electron is being lost. We also said it is increase in the oxidation number. So yes, it is increased. The oxidation number has been increased from 0 to +1. The value is increased. And here in the case of magnesium, it is again increased from 0 to +2. So it is very clear that oxidation is the loss of electrons, it is increasing the oxidation number. Now we will come towards reduction. Reduction is completely opposite to oxidation. We said earlier that oxidation is the gain of oxygen, so here it is the loss of oxygen. In oxidation we have loss of hydrogen, but here we will have gain of hydrogen. Gain of electrons and decrease in the oxidation number. So oxidation is the other way around, reduction is completely different from oxidation. Now we will take an example of reduction. Chlorine. Chlorine is a good non-metal and it lies in group 7. But as chlorine is a non-metal, so it will gain one electron. It will gain one electron to become a negatively charged species, which is known as cation. Anion, sorry. Anion is a species which bears negative charge. So chlorine, by gaining one electron, has become an anion. Anion bears negative charge. Why chlorine has gained one electron? Because chlorine lies in group 7 and it needs one electron to complete its octet. What is octet? Octet means the outermost shell contains 8 electrons. So chlorine gains one electron to complete its octet and becomes an anion. Now you have noticed that in oxidation we had written those electrons lost in this side, on the right hand side. But here in the case of reduction we have written the electrons on the left hand side. What's the reason? The reason is that in that case oxidation we defined it as loss of electrons, so they were written on the right side. Here electrons are gained, so we are adding electron to the atom, gaining of electrons, so we have written electrons on the left side. So you can see 0 plus 1 electron sign is minus, and here is minus 1. So plus minus minus, so the equation is again satisfied. Similarly for sulfur, sulfur lies in group number 6 and it needs 2 electrons to complete its octet. So it will gain 2 electrons and it will become S minus 2. So again you can see this is reduction. I hope you have understood this topic of oxidation and reduction. Don't forget to give your views in the comment box and ask for any type of topic you want to learn from us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share the video to your friends.